We've all seen the construction of the tunnel, and indeed today the site is still very busy. But following the works, how clear are we on how the tunnel will work? An 8-page information booklet has been published by the government. The tunnel will become the only route to the airport and frontier for cars, motorcycles and lorries. It will provide a 2-lane road in each direction. The entry and exit points are at Devil's Tower Road and the Eastgate roundabout. Pedestrians, cyclists and scooter users will have a choice: the runway or the tunnel, which will have a separate subway to keep them safe from traffic. One of the main purposes of the tunnel is to reduce traffic jams. So what do we know about how frontier queues will be handled? The government says these will not be allowed to accumulate within the tunnel. It says if traffic on the airport and frontier side is backed up to the mouth of the tunnel, its entrance at the other end, Devil's Tower Road, will be temporarily closed. As the queue clears, vehicles will be allowed through in batches. However, a question mark remains as to how those build-ups of stopped cars on Devil's Tower Road will be managed. The government also says plans are in place to allow for uninterrupted access to the air terminal, Eroski, Four Corners and Western Beach in a frontier queue scenario. Safety is another major factor in the tunnel. A control room will constantly monitor traffic. Cameras will detect any vehicle that slows suddenly or stops. If this happens, the tunnel control operators will manage traffic and alert the emergency services if needed. There's a PA system which will also be able to take over radio frequencies in the tunnel, so you'll hear announcements in your car. And there are emergency phones at intervals throughout the 350 meters of covered tunnel, with the whole route from Eastgate to Devil's Tower Road spanning 1.2 kilometers. Speed limits will be signposted and will range between 20 to 50 kilometers an hour. It's a lot to take in if you've been used to the runway road all your life. The Chief Minister asks people to exercise caution, drive safely, and pay close attention to the new road signs. And if you need to check anything ahead of the big day, that information leaflet is available on our website.